start stream.
There we go.
Just need now to get the live URL.
And I am all caught up.
Wait, you're level 7 already?
No. I'm only level 3.
It says like, damn.
I meant as far as like the tutorial stuff.
Right.
Just make myself tools. Alright. Put my bed down here with you. Nope, can't. I'll put it underneath the stairs. I'll be Harry Potter.
Hey, Lion, how's it going? And Power, you're actually coming through. I forgot to even check that. But it worked. It works. All right. We will. Well, I'm just fixing a couple more things.
Yep.
Alerts. That is not what I'm looking for. Where are you? Why is it raining?
I'm in the house.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that. Okay, let's switch to the actual game. I think it might be down here somewhere. That's what I'm looking for.
Just pulling up stream myself now.
I'm hoping. Oh, there's no browser audio, so the game isn't coming out with audio.
Gotcha. Hey, Lion.
The game is still not coming. Oh wait, no, it is coming out with audio.
Hey, Lycos.
That's good. What was the last thing I wanted to do? This one over here. So this should work, right?
Hey, Chicago. No worry, Lion. I haven't gotten to show him the beta thing that I was gonna try and test out with the 3 of us. So no worries there.
I just need to check one thing and then I'm good to go.
Okay. I'm
just
almost set up.
Yeah, I'm almost there. I wasn't aware this was. I mean, it shouldn't be broken. It's showing me that it's showing. Is it because it's below something? There it is. It's a little big.
Wow, that's awesome, Line. Congrats on that.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
Lion was just saying that they got their guild to over 300 players, and they're doing heroic raiding now.
On this?
No, on WoW.
Oh, that's nice. I don't play WoW, but congrats.
Okay.
I want to go back to Final Fantasy 11.
11?
Yeah. My favorite MMO of all time.
I don't know. I'm of the mind that Final Fantasy should have never been made online.
11 is great. 14 is good too, but 11 feels like an MMO. 14 feels like a game where it's a single player with MMO tacked onto it.
Fair enough.
Imposter. Right here. He is carrying a lot of stuff. Just gonna take these and bring them back over to
Yeah.
the box, and then I guess we can go and explore. Should we do
I'm just getting myself a little bit of experience to level up.
Yeah. Small power cell? Yeah, what the hell is this? A spirit left behind by a small power. It can draw out hidden abilities if offered to a statue of power. Okay,
You have one.
I do.
Yeah, the big Anubis statue that you built on the side of your house.
Yep. No, I said I do.
Have you raised up your catching power at all?
I haven't done nothing to this.
So the green life monk statue or lift monk statue that you got that was over here across the water,
Yeah.
those are directly for your catching power.
Oh, I've already got that one.
This one, yeah. And I can show you where two more easy ones are gotten at.
Let's enhance. Enhance pals. I guess we're not going to enhance any pals. Or I could enhance a pal.
That's where the Pal Souls come in.
Hmm?
The Pal Souls is where that comes in.
Right. I've got to upgrade some stats, so I'm going to definitely upgrade some, the weight.
I do
Clearly
need to
the
get one
weight
more
is the most
level.
expensive. Let's make some more Pokeballs, Pokespheres. All I can make is 2. So how's everyone doing today?
Wood.
Yeah, I think we might need some wood. Last time I played, it was missing wood. So I figured we'd do like a little bit of a different stream today. We would be kind of playing some video games while we are also, I think the game might be a little loud, so let me reduce the volume of the game a little bit. But the idea is today, it's just a chill stream, a really short one, but there was a few topics that I wanted to talk about, and once we have a few more people in, we can probably discuss them.
Yes, let's.
This sheep seems lost.
The AI isn't the greatest on the Pals, but they are fixing a lot of things with it, so.
Oh, is this even mine? Yeah, it is. He's just really lost.
Alright. So anything either of us puts into any of the boxes within the base boundary, we both have access to.
Right.
Hey, that's 30 balls. I'll take half. I'll give you the other half. They'll be sitting on the workbench for you.
Yep. Just getting a few more wood. And then we can go. Learned air cannon. Nice.
Nope, I don't want to pick them up. There we go. Okay, there you go. 15 more pal spears for you.
Oh, he's crafting them.
Yep, he helps. So, if you look at the PAL box, and you look at the ones that are either in the base, your party, or in your boxes, and you push your X button, on the right it tells you their work suitabilities. Like for instance, the Cativas that helping you, he has handiwork, gathering, mining, and transporting.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning he does rocks and ores and things. He does helping craft around the base, and he gathers like just regular berries or mushrooms or things that are just laying on the ground. And of course he transports to the whatever's the nearest box.
Hey Luke, how's it going? Alright, let's head out.
Let me see, can I make a shield? Yes, I can. And I'll make myself some clothing as well.
Yeah, you might want to do that. How's everyone this Saturday? Worth making a shield?
Yes.
Did I put one to make? No.
I think you also picked up the cloth.
Did I? I'll give it. I'll put it in the box.
Yep.
Busy, loving you guys talk while working.
Get to take the corgi down to see the wife. Nice.
Alright, it's in the box.
Alright, that's my clothing.
Why are they sleeping on the job?
It's nighttime.
Mate, we're all about animal cruelty, right? We want PETA in our cases.
I mean, all we gotta do is sleep, which we should probably do before we head out. And just finish this clothing craft.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make him a few more beds while I'm at it.
Yeah, that can work. Yeah, we can currently have 6 in the base, 4 beds. And we're about to go catching a whole bunch of good ones, so. Do you have a penguin?
No.
No, okay, so penguin's first thing to go catch.
Got to take the corgi down to see the wife in a few. Oh.
Hey, Seth. Nice to see you.
Yes, it's good that a bunch of people have sign up to the Discord. That is nice. It's, you know, because of that I can do the stream, because now I can save on a notification when I send out the members videos. All right, let's go sleep.
Yep.
I am fully aware that
So
I don't normally stream on Saturdays, so I appreciate not many people are going to be around tonight. This is more of a test than anything else to see if people enjoy Saturday streams. All right, where are we headed?
I'm just going to catch these lamb balls for a little bit. Oop, knocked him.
Is there full damage in this game?
There is, but it's very forgiving.
Getting a chance to be on one of your streams is a real... I'm sure we'll get you on here soon enough, dude, and get you involved as well. So we had a few topics that we wanted to talk about today. One of them, the first topic I wanted to talk about is Jez Corden. I'm not sure if any of you have seen his statement, but he's basically came out in a very defeated manner saying that, you know, this news about Xbox games going over to PlayStation, it's happening. They don't know when, but they have said it is happening.
And we also don't know which games, mind you.
Yeah, so that's not clear at all. But he made it clear that it's happening. And so how do you feel about that, Power?
I knew it was coming, and you know, games going to
Hey,
other
Cheese.
platforms are, I think, a good thing because, you know, more players, more sales all around. But I do believe that they should be careful about which ones are brought over, because you don't want Xbox to lose either A, exclusivity, or B, the identity of the Xbox brand.
See, I get that, but I also feel like the more you port over to another platform, the more you lose.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, right, and you know, and chat, feel free to chime in on this, and if anyone in chat has an opinion on this, feel free to let us know. We are happy to, you know, bring you on to the voice channel to make your opinion, and then, you know, as long as there's no like crazy noise and stuff in the background. That's not where the key is. Is my key here? Yes. But with games already going to PC, I think that's third party enough. I don't think it's needed. I don't think it's needed for the games to go over to other platforms. Because as Jez said, you know, other platforms will do the same. No, they're not. PlayStation isn't going to put Ratchet and Clank onto Xbox. They're not going to put...
No, probably not.
You know, the lesser games like Returnal on Xbox. It's not going to happen. Right, so I think this kind of needs to be a two-way street, but it will only ever be a one-way street, and I don't think that's how it should work.
I think it's going to also mainly be a one-way street, considering that it's easier for Xbox games to port because they're directly made for Game Pass, which literally is PC. And the fact that PC, you know, is already being ported due to Game Pass, it's very easy to put it onto Steam or, you know, on the Epic Store or, you know, similar games or similar platforms like GOG.
Yes, but it still does kind of, you know, diminish the brand.
A little bit, yes.
But I'm okay with the PC side of things because that's the inevitable way. Because the way Microsoft is trying to pivot, that I see they're trying to pivot Xbox, is that the Series S is a low-end PC, the Series X is a mid-spec or below mid-spec PC, and then if you want the top-end PC gaming, you go PC.
Same thing can be said for PlayStation too.
Not really. There's nothing to change. I know you're a
But
PC gamer, Nikos.
but like I said, I do think it's somewhat good. They just have to be careful about what they port and how many.
Chat, how do you feel about it? What's your views about it? Where have you gone?
I just fall on the road. I'm going to see if I can get us a Vixie.
Oh, you've gone exploring.
Not really. I just went past the second flight point a little bit.
Oh, there's
I'm not going
a
too far.
flame dog here. I'm gonna try and catch it.
Yep, I got one. The Fox Parks.
Oh, where's he? What?
But if I can catch us a Vixie, then we will be safe from having to craft PAL spheres for a while. I did also get us a penguin. The Pengullet.
You?
So that way we can have our farm plots auto-watering.
Where did this thing go? In regards to some Xbox games going over to PlayStation, because according to Jess Corden, apparently it's happening,
Yeah.
and there's really no stopping it now. The wheels are in motion essentially. Now, whether he's chatting true or chatting rubbish, I don't know. Oh, there's a green thing here. I'll pick it up. Life monk effigy.
Yes. Always pick those up when you come across them. I believe there's enough in the game to just max out your catching power at the Statue of Power.
See, I get games being everywhere, being the future, but I also feel like it shouldn't be one-sided.
I agree.
And at the moment, I feel it's one-sided. Ilray Tito. We're not going to see those other games from PlayStation over there. So, what's the need to put them over to PlayStation? Now, some of the games like Sea of Thieves, I get, because the more players, the better. Those I don't mind because they're live service games and they live by their player count. Any company not doing that is stupid. But if it's a single player game, I don't know. It feels wrong.
I can see that. Yeah.
It just feels wrong to me. Games like Call of Duty make sense to me.
Hey, line supremacy.
I know some people don't even want that. I don't get that part because you remove the player base from Call of Duty, the game is dead. Wait, how is that water Pokemon running in the water, going in the water? I mean, the flame one. He's off. My man is off.
In response to like mainline titles, like for instance Starfield, if that were to come, I'm not saying it will, but if that was the case, the only thing that I can see about that being on the other platforms is the comfortability that people have with the controllers. But by playing on PC, you also eliminate the controller that way because, PC you can play with a PlayStation controller easily.
JLV, what game are you referring to? Lycos, I get that, but like I said, I expect it to be both ways, and right now it's not.
Hey, Devastator.
Hey, Devastator. I've just hit you. Where are you going?
What? Oh.
Live monkey.
Yeah, they like to run. Trying to find a Vixie. Funny, I got a lift monk over here too. I think there's fixes up this way.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about PalWorld, that it's locked in the release. Square Enix doesn't want to go exclusive on Xbox and miss out on the sales in PlayStation and other.
Right.
PalWorld is not going to be on PlayStation anytime soon. It's not exclusive to Xbox, but it is currently exclusive to Xbox. But I would argue that it's also not exclusive because it is on PC, Steam, day and date.
Can't even eat anymore.
And I had a discussion with several people, Chaos being one of them, about exclusivity and like how people are trying to say whether a game is exclusive or not to a console. Oh yes, absolutely, 100% Xbox funded PalWorld. But that's not what I was getting at. If it was an Xbox exclusive and not on PC, day and date, okay? Not talking Game Pass, I'm talking Steam now. I would say and argue that yes, even if it comes to Steam later as a timed exclusive, it was still Xbox exclusive, and it is a Xbox exclusive first or third party. But because it went to Steam day and date, it is no longer exclusive, but it is still Xbox. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Hey, Zero, I know exactly what you mean, mate. I know exactly what you mean. That was awful what he did.
The key is, how do you keep a player base to your ecosystem if you're going multi-platform with your games? Well, that's just it. You have to be selective of which games you bring over multi-platform.
That's not what they're relying on. You know, once you open the floodgates are open, right? Once they start seeing, oh look, we've just made this much money by double dipping into PlayStation, what company's going to turn around and say, I wonder how much money I can make if I put, say, Starfield over there? But at the end of the day, these companies, they like money. That's literally their prime directive. If the prime directive in Star Trek is to not interfere with, you know, developing life forms, the prime directive for companies is to make money, and to make lots of money, and then to make even more money. So the moment you dip your foot into something and say, hey, look, this looks really nice, I'm making shit ton of money, what's to stop them from saying, hey, I wonder what would happen if I pour over this over there? Hey, Wayne. And so that's the real danger, right? And at the end of the day, once you open those floodgates, it becomes really dangerous to close them, because you can't. The simple fact is, the lure of getting that money will be just too much. How are you going to turn around to shareholders and say, hey, look, by the way, we know you like money, and this makes you money, but instead we're going to cuck you and say, no, we're not going to give you no money? You think a shareholder's going to take kindly to that?
No, probably not.
Exactly. So why create problems for yourself when you don't need to? Uh-oh, this probably wasn't a good idea.
What'd you start attacking?
A llama.
Yeah, it's a little strong for you right now. Crusher Stone Pit logging site. I'm back at the base, by the way.
I will come back there as soon as I can. I'm gonna kill this llama.
Alright, so let's see. Got Penguin and a Vixie. Taking out a Cativa for a 4.
Capture it, capture it, capture it, capture it, capture it, capture it. Okay, that's another one captured.
Nice.
Oh, damn. Come on. Malpaca, you're mine. No. Malpaca, you're mine. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Give it, let's go. Wasn't this game a third-party game to begin with? It was. Look, third-party games I don't care about. They can go to whatever platform they want, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't believe any third-party game should be exclusive. I think all third-party games, at best, should be timed exclusives. Hey, Chris Draws, how's it going? Hey, Leaf, welcome to the stream. Third-party games, you know, Final Fantasy, anything, should be a timed exclusive and timed exclusive only, at best. But if you start diluting your platform, you know, it hurts your brand. But, you know, Jez Corden is saying that it's happening. And the scary part is, I'm guessing he's heard from someone close to Microsoft that it is happening. And there's really there's no way it's going to stop. But this now leads into the next segue part of the question. I'm going to kind of put this and the other one together with the series sales, the sales of the Series X over the past 18 months, where it's actually sold 500k less because than the Xbox One. We can fast travel, right?
Whenever you're actually at a
Statue.
the statue or your base.
Right. So you can't actually fast travel anywhere from the map.
No. You have to go to one of the fast travel statues.
Well, there's that lion, but there's also the fact that this game was built on GDK, which is pretty much the base language for the Xbox. Microsoft built this based on the XGDK. Windows games are run on GDK. So, you know, they made that choice to begin with to make it easy to work seamlessly with PC. The whole
Hi, Steve.
aim was it was to do that. And then I'm gonna pick this up, and then you looked well cute. You're coming with me. Oh, you're mine. Don't run. You're not running anywhere. But so the Series X console has sold, combined by the way, with the Series S and X, has sold less than the Xbox One. And we're talking about a machine that was a dumpster fire.
Almost from start to finish, too.
Yeah. And this is in part due to, you know, I think I've gone way away from where I'm supposed to go to. This is in part due to the day and date on PC. You know, it's clearly impacted it. And so with PC, with now them looking to part their games onto PlayStation and the Switch, that is only going to get worse. Thoughts on number of sales versus platforms versus everything else?
I already caught a Vixie lion. It's already in the base producing.
I'm just trying to get back.
Yep. If you look at your map, the compass at the top.
I see a green.
The compass on the top of the screen will tell you where the nearest fast travel statue's at.
We've got to get that green first, though, right? Because that green is right there.
Gotta get all the shinies.
Still, hasn't Game Pass been doing good for them? You are right, though. Microsoft do need more of a reason to purchase their consoles if they do make them. I mean, look, if from what I'm seeing, if at the end of the day, there's two ways of looking at this, right? How long is a short stream, bruh? We've only been streaming for maybe half an hour?
Couple minutes.
Half an hour. So I'm probably looking for about 2 hours. My normal streams are about 5 hours.
Sounds about right.
Saturdays are quite populated. Short stream is 10 hours.
Hey, when it comes to PalWorld, I wouldn't put it past people, you know?
That's just a normal stream. And look, when Final Fantasy 14 comes out, I'll be streaming that, the whole expansion for like 2 days, almost 15 hours a day. So, oh shit, I don't want to see you. Me and a friend basically always group up for that game, and we go through the whole expansion, story-wise, start to finish. Usually takes about 40 hours of gameplay. But it's good fun. Hey guys, hey girls, what's up? It was a long day. Now I'll play some Starfield and passively enjoy stream with one eye. This game looks nice, but I have so much other games to play. I know what you mean, dude. I know what you mean. Where is this statue? Is that it there?
Where are you?
Yeah, I see it. I found another
Oh, you're
one.
going for that one.
I wasn't
That's
going
the
for
one
this
by the
one,
village.
but I'll take it. Alright. Now I can come back to my base. No, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
How do you fast travel?
You click on the statue with your X button, and then you use that to select your base. You don't open your map.
Oh, right, right. Okay. Okay. Did Final Fantasy 14 get like a graphics update recently? I'm wondering if how it runs on... can't see what you said there because the heart
On the
is
deck.
in the way. Huh?
How it runs on a deck, Steam Deck.
Now, because before it's sort of struggled with lots of people around in Stormblood. It is definitely getting a graphics update in 7.0. So the new update is going to give it a graphics update. 100% without a shadow of doubt. I have run it on the Steam Deck. I didn't notice any issues. What issues did you notice? I'm putting more boxes down because we need more boxes.
I think you just need to consolidate what is in the boxes.
Let's build this. It's a shame you can't just do that easily.
Transfer between boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are kind of dumb not putting things in the same box. There's no way to lock it. So let's
see.
go ahead and consolidate things.
I'm going to put stuff in here that I know aren't in there. I've got a bow schematic. gonna go cook some stuff. I don't know, in Stormblood area, when there was lots of people, just it's a drop FPS more for me. But I have LCD, it was fine with the 15, it was fine with like 15, but when there was more than 40 though, I mean, I can understand that. It's that sounds like a RAM limitation, Leaf Storm. That doesn't sound like they can do anything about that. I think the Steam Deck has like what, 10 is it 8 gigs of RAM, or is it 16? I think it's 8. And that's the biggest problem with these handhelds. They don't have the RAM support. I'm going to be watching. He's not invited me to join it, so can't gate crash. It does start late, though. Right. Yep. But I think the new, what is it? The new... the MSI one has 32 gigs, I think, or it's that one looks impressive. Which PAL cuts down trees? PowerBoss?
We don't have one yet, I don't think.
No, but which one does it?
We don't have one yet.
No, I get it, but which one? Someone in chat is asking. Because I'm not sure.
There's a few. Where are these guys coming from? Hang on, I'll answer your question in a second. I don't see where these guys are at. Oh, there they are. Okay. They're down the hill. There's only 2 of them.
And everyone woke up.
Yep.
And then everyone went back to bed. My dude's hungry. How do I feed him?
I caught one of them. To feed them, you just open your inventory like you're regular gonna eat. And then you use it from the menu. Or,
None of them are hungry though.
If it's one of the ones in the base, you just click your right stick in and feed it.
Yeah, that's what I did. This one says hungry, but it's not showing the feed. Maybe he wants. Maybe he wants. No, then it's not. It's not giving me the option. Let's see what she said. Just my thoughts on that thing with Red Dragon. I think he is just a troll making on purpose any kind of provocative post. Yeah, I get that, Blue Boy, but he crossed the line. He crossed the line.
Absolutely.
Like, everyone in the community now is on his case.
And Alex Smith.
You know, Alex Smith is just a bullshit liar. But this guy, not only did he lie, but he then went ahead and took a developer's post who is, you know, genuinely fearing for their lives, twisted what they said, lied about what they said, hid their replies, which would go against what he said, and then posted it in that fashion to make himself look right and get a gotcha moment.
And retweeted it.
You know, he's literally galvanizing and weaponizing their misery. That's not right. What else should we make? I'm gonna make a saddle.
So, yes, Chris, the deer is one of them. The monkey tansy does. The lift monk does. Um, there are a lot of others too. It's just depending on what other skills, if any, do you want them to have. There's 111 different pals, and with each one of them, they all come with bonuses and things that they are suited for. Oh, Leafstorm says that because they were sleeping is why you probably can't feed it.
Right. That makes sense. Hanford said
Yeah,
the same thing.
absolutely. Alright, so I'm gonna stick half of these berries in there. And eggs.
Oh shit. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to craft. I didn't mean to pick him up. Poor guy was just trying to help me and but yeah, so that's, you know, the Xbox consoles aren't selling. They're selling less than Xbox One. That doesn't look good for a third-party publisher looking onto the Xbox. Now, if Xbox wants to push forward and say, look, Xbox gamers should be happy, they're paying for a subscription, they're getting all these games on a subscription, you know, there's no need for them to, you know, want anything else. That's fair enough, right? I get it.
Good bit, yeah.
If that's the way they want to be about it, I get it. But I'm not quite sure that's what they want. Chaos is playing a female character with a baseball bat screaming, "I'm Harley." See? He gets it. He totally gets it. Finally, someone totally gets it. How's it going, Dwayne?
I got it.
Hey, Jamala.
I mean, I'm getting it.
Dwayne, I agree. They are saturated, but at the end of the day, the Xbox One is kind of in dire need of resuscitation in some ways. Well, at least in Europe and in, well, let's forget about Japan. We've been killing the raids. The raiders.
I'm not going to be worried too much about the raid, Steve, because where I build my bases usually, and eventually when we demolish this one, we're going to have more than enough in plenty of other places. Plus, the different pals that we get are going to easily sustain us.
You hear this guy? He thinks he's going to demolish my base.
Well, you only get 3 bases.
He still thinks he's going to demolish my base.
You're gonna want bases in other locations.
No, I get what you're saying, but still.
I mean, if we could have more than 3 bases, I'd say sure, keep this base fully functional.
So something that PowerBoss mentioned just before we went live was that a Mewtwo-like POW was found data mined.
Yes.
What do you guys think of that?
Des Corden, Windows Central said that they did, and he showed a picture of what it was. It's like dark gray with splotches of red. I can see the resemblance, but it's like you take a stand-up human character model, you elongate the face to make it a snout, and it's the difference between making a Lucario to making the Anubis. They're both jackals, and you're just wrapping a different color skin around them. It's almost exactly like what it looked like it was doing.
Build primitive
And
furnaces and hot springs.
I put these two backwards. Whoops.
I'm sure they'll manage. Have you seen one of the old trailers with a giant city in it? I don't know if that's the game yet, but I would like to see that eventually.
I have gone back and watched the old trailers because somebody mentioned it to me. I think it was Lion. It might have been somebody else. And there are 3 locations on the map that are considered what's called the sanctuary. I don't know if those are supposed to be what the cities are, but I have seen the wife when she was playing come across it, or at least a civilization of a city of like a bunch of ruins and rubble.
Oh, I am totally falling ill. All right, before we get into any of the layoffs, I want to leave that to last.
Yep.
Review codes. Suicide Squad has sent out any review codes. What's your thoughts on this?
I can see it being good and bad. I see it good because of what we've had leaked so far from it, and I'm worried about the writing and things that are on the wall, as it were. But at the same time, for things from the leaks that might have been changed, I think it could be a big bonus.
So we've seen Destin publicly come out and say he's disappointed that apparently word got to him that IGN's negative feedback was part of the reason why review codes were held back. They don't believe they're getting a fair shake. What about that knowledge?
I could see that.
Suicide Squad wants to hide. It's a stealth game now. Eco warriors.
I think that Suicide Squad, while some aspects of it may be good, is also getting a lot of flack because of the fact that it's a Sweet Baby Inc. title. Well, not a title, but, you know, they have their hand in it. And knowing what's come out over the last couple of months about Sweet Baby Inc. ever since Spider-Man 2 came out, I think people are a little bit more aware of Sweet Baby Inc. And I know a lot of people were upset with the dialogue that they gave Harlequin in one of the exchanges.
Become a joke? Nah, IGN has been a joke for a while, but you know, I think Paul Tassi put it best when he, you know, credit to Paul Tassi, and I don't say this often, but he came with receipts. He showed what an IGN post looks like when it's not badgering for engagement, you know, talking about PlayStation or Nintendo. And then he showed a post where it was provocative towards Xbox, and the engagement was through the roof. I'm talking the difference between 2,000-3,000 views as opposed to something like 80 to 120,000 views, which is where they get money. So Paul Tassi pretty much made it clear that, you know, oh God, I think I've picked up too many stuff. Paul Tassi made it clear that at the end of the day, if engagement is their thing, that's going to be a big problem. We're getting to that. Marcus, you know what? Let's segue into that while we're talking about Suicide Squad. An all-digital future, I think, like, look, I've been all-digital for a long while now on Steam. You know, I don't buy any physical games on Steam anymore. Don't know if anyone else buys physical games on Steam, but I don't, personally.
I haven't for a while either.
And, you know, jokes aside about the physical games on Steam, I can't remember the last game I bought that was physical that wasn't for a collection purpose.
Well, I did get Armored Core 6.
I'm now pretty much only getting games that are for collection purposes. And honestly, I'm also finding that most of my games that I buy physical are moving over to the Switch. And that's only on games that actually run full speed. So like a Tunic released a physical version on all 3 platforms. It just feels easier to run that on the Switch than anything else. But my view on a full digital hasn't really changed. I think that ultimately it's okay. I know the change is scary, but for me it doesn't bother me.
It kind of doesn't bother me either. I don't mind digital or physical games regardless one way or the other. I do get that some collectors are, I guess, missing out because they feel that their collections are being diminished. And to some extent they are.
And also don't forget, right? Like we're seeing now in shops where... Oh, someone built a parachute. I grabbed it.
Yes, I did just now for you.
Okay.
I got mine, so you don't
I'm
have to worry
looking for
about
the
me.
saddle. Got the ability to build the saddle, but...
PalGear workbench.
Huh?
The purplish workbench.
Okay. What was I saying? Physicals. Right.
Yeah.
Outside of collector's editions, I just don't find the need for them. I get there are collectors out there and preservation.
Yeah.
But there's a good reason for physicals to disappear. There's so much plastic waste that comes from those physicals, it's not even funny. And I know people are going to say that plastic waste is everywhere. But this is an easy way just to get rid of it. To minimize it. And that's what I was going to say. Like here in the UK, one of the biggest video game stores around in game has just confirmed that they will no longer take in trade-ins. That's on its own killed secondhand gaming right there. One of the big reasons that people like to buy, physical games is so they can...
Because you can't trade it in, yeah.
So you can trade it in. But now Game, literally the biggest video game store in the UK, has announced that it is no longer going to allow you to trade games in. So once you buy the game, that's it. You can't do anything with it. Yep. You can't exchange it. I mean, there's secondhand stores like Computer Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
But how long will they be around for? And then it's going to become a lot more niche and a lot more lucrative. And then it's going to be more expensive to go and buy secondhand games. Because there's less and less stores to do it, less competition. So the demand goes up, the price goes up.
Dwayne says he just woke up and found out he was in the Matrix.
See, Dwayne? I knew it.
Dwayne.
I knew it. I mean, the fact that you can't remember buying a game that you can touch in around 10 years, you ain't that young. Try 20. I tried selling a game yesterday at Computer Exchange and they couldn't take it because of the tiniest scratch ever, even though it worked when I checked. Yeah, that's going to be another thing. Any form of scratches on those discs and they won't take them because it's.
Yep.
But you know, I've got games from Computer Exchange where it looked like someone was using it as an etch-a-sketch. The fact that it booted was a miracle. Like back in the PS1 and PS2 days, I remember like you go to the store and you buy a game and it was like, hey, look, it looks like there's an artist in town on the back of that disc.
Yeah.
I'm a software developer. I've been working on computers for almost 20 years. People need to realize that if a game relies on servers, then physical and digital is worthless. 100%. You know, games like Destiny, Suicide Squad, whether you have the physical version or not is completely and utterly irrelevant. It's pointless because the moment those servers go down, it's game over.
You lost the game anyway.
Yeah.
And even with most physical media games nowadays anyway, you get the game and it's basically just a link to install an update directly from the store anyway. So you're not getting the game on the disc that you buy.
So Marcus, I totally get that. I totally get that. You know.
Devastator, are you talking about the big update for PalWorld? Well, they did say that they're working on pathing issues right now. So I think that'll be part of it. But mostly I think it's going to be coming to Xbox getting updated to the Steam version. Or at least closer to the Steam version.
Big update for the game? Soon. I mean, they've already announced the roadmap, so that's the one that you should be looking at in order to where they're going. That's why I went on a buying spree of Xbox 360 games in the past few years. Missed a lot of the cool old games like Splatterhouse, Blades of Time, Riddick back then. Riddick is such a good game. If you haven't played that, it's worth playing.
Oh, yes.
It's about 8 hours long, but it is worth playing.
Oh, I ran out of power spheres. How did I run out of power spheres?
Not always, Jamala. If you look at, for example, Bravely Default 2, that game's been out for a year. And it is still on version 1.0. And, you know, that's a complete game. It's never needed an update.
That is true.
So that's not always true. Now, what I don't get about... there's a Twitter account called Does It Run It? I'm not sure if you've seen it.
Not off the top of my head.
So basically, they take games and they test it to see if it runs offline. Or without a day one patch.
Okay.
And so they'll run a game and they say, right, does it play? Yes. And they're super happy about the fact that it runs offline without the day one patch. And then they list like a million issues that the game has, but you can still play it. Like, what's the point? What's the point then? If you are getting a degraded performance, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
Have you watched the movie Pitch Black? I didn't know that was connected to Riddick when I was younger. Yeah, I have. That was one of the reasons why I actually watched. I played Chronicles of Riddick because it was there was actually a connection to the game. You've also got the Phoenix anime, which is also connected to it.
Wait, do we not have anything planting?
I'll put stuff. You just need to put water in it.
No, I mean we don't have one that does planting.
I'm guessing not. But yeah, so the Escape from Butcher Bay. Do you remember at the
We do now.
at Pitch Black, where they are actually looking for him because he escaped from prison? The video game is the prequel to that. The video game is a prequel to that.
Yeah, it's like how he got caught and escaped from Butcher's Bay before he got caught and was in transport for Chronicles or for
Yeah.
Pitch Black.
There's no one cooking.
What do you mean there's no one cooking?
Where's the pets to cook?
We have it, we just don't have it in the base.
You see? I need to upgrade my base more.
Yep. See, next one, we need the perimeter.
Oh yeah,
furnace and
Lee
the hot
Storm,
spring.
100%. And there's also like an anime series that's also connected to the main series as well.
I'm almost level 9 for the hot spring.
I really hope that they make another Riddick movie.
I do too.
I really enjoyed Riddick. So, you're all aware of the layoffs at Microsoft.
1,900 jobs, yes.
Now, it seems Sledgehammer and Toys for Bob were hit as well.
Really?
They lost 30% of their staff.
Of those 1,900 jobs?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is starting to look like a lot more of a culling than initially thought. It's starting to, how can I put it? It's not looking good. Now I get that during mergers, jobs are going to be lost. There are a lot of idiots out there that cannot understand this concept. And I mean a ton of idiots. Some people that are actually, presumably actually quite smart, but even they are stupid enough to not realize, wait, why can't I do anything? I can't jump. Why can't I jump?
Did you click off your window?
Yes, I did. But I can still move. Weird. Anyway. Alexa, please stop.
It's weird, yeah.
Alexa,
It
stop.
happens that way.
So yeah, there's a lot of people that I had to explain like simple economics to and simple maths to and simple just business 101 and how it worked. Now, when you do a merger, there's going to be redundant jobs. There's just no two ways about it. Those people will lose their jobs. But it looks like Microsoft chose this opportunity while they were doing it to kind of sneak in a few more things, like getting rid of Blizzard's customer support team, which I think was a bad move.
Blizzard always had a good support team.
Yep, like reducing the physical sales team department. Now, I know Microsoft is pulling away from physical, but it does look like they are outsourcing it rather than abolishing it, which means they're still doing this, physicals. They're still...
Yeah, even Jez Corden said that the loss of the physical marketing department, while it does mean that it's going to be cut back. It's not going to stop completely because they can still outsource it. So that's absolutely true.
Right. So at that
Oh
same
yeah,
point, so once we get past that point, then we start to see. We're talking about the cancelled game, right? The cancelled game. Now, a lot of people are moaning about that. I've seen Gaz moaning about that, and I don't get that. I don't get it at all,
I don't either.
because
It was unannounced.
no, even if it wasn't unannounced, it doesn't matter. People turned around when Redfall came out and said, if the game was shit, why did you release it? Why didn't you cancel it? So clearly, the devs decided to go over to this game, which was 6 years in development. Jason Schreier, which people seem to be jerking over like there's no tomorrow, said that even if you threw over 100 devs, 200 devs, 300 devs, 400 devs, it would not have made an iota of difference in order for this game's release date. And considering this game isn't getting any mocap or anything like that, the development of this game is, FUBARD. Over 10 years for what looks like a mobile game is unacceptable. But now they're saying Microsoft, these same people who are on the Team Green side are now saying, hey, Microsoft clearly doesn't understand what makes a good video game. And so who are they to decide whether a game gets cancelled or not?
Well, see, I heard a slightly different spin on it, too.
And I think that's wrong.
I also heard that, judging from some of the things that were leaked about it, that they were siphoning off funds to fund other projects. And the people that were doing that are the main ones that got canned, and there was just too many that got canned that they couldn't continue making the game. I mean, yeah, they could have brought people from other projects over, but at that point, you're essentially bringing in a whole new team who have no idea what they're working on.
Before I continue, and how do I change my... Oh, I guess it must be from here. PalBox
You gotta do it
management.
from the box. Yeah.
Let's place you there. Let's put the alpaca there. How do I put it as a mount?
You have to build the saddle.
Okay, I've built the saddle.
Once you have it as a saddle and you have it in your party, you throw it out and then you hold your X button. If you use your Y button, it'll quick swap it out to your box and then to your base, but you have to manually place it into your party.
It's running away. Why are you running away? How do I get on top of it? Oh, X.
You hold it.
But it doesn't have a saddle.
Did you build the saddle?
I did.
Did you get the technology, or did you actually build it?
Build it.
Yeah, you hold your X button.
Oh, so the saddle isn't visible.
Right.
Okay.
They haven't added that in yet.
Okay. I was just saying it wasn't visible.
Devastator said that they're planning on adding another 70 more pals before the actual release.
It's running because you have a torch. I'm gonna cook the alpaca. Sorry, what was Devastator saying?
That before launch, they're planning on adding another 70 new pals.
I believe it. So a scale-bound, near automata type of situation? Not necessarily. I mean, so Leafstorm said that the developers were listening this time. They absolutely wasn't listening. So the executives over at Blizzard said that they wanted the game... The game was originally prototyped on Unreal Engine. The exec said, look, we want this changed to Synapse, because Unreal Engine doesn't really work well with 100 players. We want it to, encompass 100 players. We want this to be mobile as well. So we want to bring in, like, all corners of the gaming market to be able to play this game. So the developers went back and started working on this game, and they were still working on Unreal Engine, knowing that everything they created would go in the bin because it wouldn't be able to be ported as a lift and shift from Unreal Engine to Synapse. Now, the other devs that were working on Synapse, the engine of Synapse, basically found it extremely difficult, long-winded. It was very slow, and development was just troublesome because they were basically having to learn a whole new engine, and no one really knew what they were doing. That's the problem when you do this. This is pretty much the Anthem effect, when the actual CEO of EA at the time, I can't remember his name, it started with an L, but he turned around to BioWare and said, use Unreal Engine for Anthem. And BioWare said, no, we're going to use Frostbite. And so when the developers actually looked at this and said, look, Frostbite is designed for first-person perspective. This is a third-person perspective. There are no tools. We have to build everything, including health bars, inventories from scratch. We have nothing for this. Why not use Unreal Engine? But BioWare said no. They wanted Frostbite because they wanted to prove their arrogance and their might to their boss overlords. Guess what? Newsflash, they fucked up. But what was happening here, which is worse in my opinion, is the fact that the devs are being told to work on Synapse, and then you've got devs who go back, sit down, work on Unreal Engine, building prototypes, and then they say, hey, look, we built this, even though it's useless code and we can't use it. We've wasted your money. We've wasted our time. But we built it. In a lot of places, that's a sackable offense, by the way. So that shit was happening. You can't do that. And I'm guessing once the management team went and saw that project, they turned around and said, you know what? This game just isn't what we want. We don't believe that this game will ship Game Pass subscriptions. So out it goes.
That's exactly it, Jumala, because most of them were from EA and DICE and worked on Battlefield and games that were already pre-built in Frostbite for massive multiplayers. Yes, Devastator, I am playing.
You should build 5 or 6 plantations. Okay, let's do that.
I'm building. No, you don't need more than 2, actually.
But that was the situation with that game. And at the end of the day, if they say it's bad and they don't believe it's going to shift Game Pass subscriptions, and don't forget, any game being built now will be built with the metric, will this sell Game Pass? If it doesn't sell Game Pass, they don't want to know. As shit as that might sound, that is the case, right?
Anthem was a phenomenally awesome looking game, but they had kind of like a Destiny 1 situation where, I mean, so did I. But it just did not sell because they did not deliver.
I mean, it didn't sell because the game didn't work. Forget about delivering. It didn't work. Out the gate, it didn't work. Devastator, yes, PowerBoss is playing with me and joining me in for the chat. Maori, let developers use whatever engine they are comfortable with. Not every game needs to be developed on Unreal Engine. Well, the developers wanted to use Unreal Engine. The executives wanted to use Synapse because they wanted this game to be a massively multiplayer online game. The developers said, no, we want to build it on this, and so we're going to build it on this, and we don't care what you say. Once again, newsflash. When you say that to your boss, good luck. You don't, it doesn't usually end well when you waste money. Companies don't like to waste money.
This is true.
I don't get that the game was trash. People who saw it said it looked good. Look, if people who saw it said it looked good, I'd love to see a video of it. you know, some gameplay, just anything, even if it's like 2 minutes, just anything. Show me that it was a good game so people can get upset about it.
For Anthem?
No. What is it?
Scalebound?
No. Odyssey.
Oh, the Odyssey. Okay.
But the fact that we're seeing like Microsoft, you know, kind of using this whole thing to get rid of more stuff, and basically they said, you know, we now want all these staff to return to the office, and some people basically live too far away and they basically couldn't come back, so they said, right, we're going to get rid of you, and then they employed and now they're employing other people to replace those people. So whatever Microsoft is doing, it don't feel good, man. And this is why I said, you know, yesterday, and I'll say it again, these big corporations are the villains. All they care about is your money. You may have brand loyalty, that is fine. There is nothing wrong with having a favorite brand. But don't go bootlicking them. Neither of them, because it ain't worth it. They don't give two shits about you. You're just a number in the grand scheme of things. And if you don't spend any money, they give even less care about you.
Oh my god, there's a shiny over here.
Where are you? They ain't at that point to catch a mammoth? No. I'm just
We
trying
are not
to...
at the point to catch a mammoth.
The controller works and then stops working. Probably because I defocused it again. What else should I make?
Oh, I killed the Sparkit.
Should I make a high quality? I can't make that one, I guess. Not yet. I guess I could make a hot spring. That was one of the things that wanted me to make.
Yep, we need the hot spring and the primitive furnace.
We don't have a primitive. Is there a primitive furnace? No, it looks like I can't make one yet.
It's next level.
Yeah. But I can make this the hot spring. Where should I put it? Insufficient materials. I need PAL fluids. How do we get PAL fluids?
Any of the waters.
Hey, Dwayne Morse gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, dude. Arthur 1 J Gaming was here. What?
Oh yeah, Big Mad Mo.
Big Mad Mo XCL Ridge Racer. Good game, by the way. I love it. My favorite racing game of all time. And Sibodi. Thank you very much for that, Dwayne. You just got to be more specific, PowerBoss. Chaos gets confused. I do get very confused. He is not joking. I am very directionally challenged. If any of you are in the chat, make sure to join the Discord so I can give you a membership role.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get the PAL fluids when you capture or kill the water ones.
So like this penguin here.
I was just chasing a duck. The flap.
Look, I just want your essence, penguin. There you go. Give me your essence. So my kid was killing the sheep today. Up the hill. And just watching them roll down. And that was bringing him so much pleasure.
we go.
Redundant positions over hiring from COVID under delivering as an industry. 8% being fired is a somewhat surprise, and also we count the firings, but what about the hirings they do? Cecile, they're not fired. I know everyone is saying that they got fired, but you know there is a big distinction between being fired and being let go. I know you know a lot of people will just say semantics, but you try getting a new job when you're fired. They weren't fired. They were just made redundant, which is totally different.
Yeah.
And the actual distinction is huge, by the way. It's not a small distinction.
Is PalWorld bigger than Genshin Impact?
No.
It's becoming that way. It's not there yet.
Genshin Impact is huge, man. You got crazy people spending 80 million a month on that game.
This is true.
Now, if you turn around and say it's Nikkei, with the arse jiggling and the boobas flying everywhere, as big as Genshin Impact, even that isn't that big yet. Arthur, if you make your way to my Discord, link in the description below, reach out to me or just mention that you are Arthur and I'll give you a role. And you'll have access to a specific section in the Discord, if you want, that is, where you'll get notifications if YouTube doesn't do it for all streams and early access videos.
Once I hit level 10, I will come back to base, and hopefully we have enough POW fluids by then as well to build the hot springs and the primitive furnace.
Someone said if you press... What happened to this? Someone put a message to them. If you press the right stick and it disappeared. That's my latest row. Ha! Oh, Chris took his message away. Okay. That's there. That's there. Only 2 PAL fluids. Is that all we got? Could have sworn I had more than that.
I've got 1 on me.
Let's see, base upgrade. No, I still need another 3 anyway.
Next week he's seeking strong backs and weak minds.
Sounds good. Next week he's seeking...
If you press down your right thumbstick, it will bring up a wheel that will let you put your pal on aggressive, and it will fight for you.
Ah, right, this. Nice. Let's put the merchant into the box, since we captured him.
I see a King Paka.
Alright, time to go and explore. I want to build a better weapon, but I don't think I can at the moment.
You can build a bow. I don't like them personally. I go straight for the crossbow at 12. Or like the fire bow and poison bow. they're not really worth it because of having to have the organs to craft it or to use for
So
the
you're
ammo.
talking about the old bow.
I don't get the bow, I just get the arrows because the arrows are the same that are used for the crossbow.
I've got the arrows. I'm just looking for a better weapon than a baseball bat.
I wait to get the metal spear for melee, but I find I don't use it that often. More flex. Let's go.
And it just needs a higher level. Right. What's wrong with you? You're hungry. Right,
Give me our flex.
You need nails on that bat? I know, right? See? Dwayne knows. But yeah, so Toys for Bob lost a lot of people. So that's the latest drama. But it does look like Microsoft did a massive culling. Mike Ybarra, he left. But that does now look like it was his own personal choice to leave.
Yeah.
He wasn't pushed out. Despite from certain places that he was pushed out. Oh, you're mine. But it looks like now Microsoft this week or next week is announcing the new president of Blizzard. Derek, you think so? You think this game will die after 2 months?
Judging from the success of Ark, I don't see it dying that soon.
I don't think it'll die. But what I think it will do, which I'm seeing already, I think there's a game called... Have you seen a game called Noxon?
No.
It's basically an anime version of this. This is going to give rise to a lot of games that are basically going to try and piggyback off the success of this. I'm going to referee a street fight. No, go watch some TV. Thanks for stopping by, Dwayne, and thank you so much for the gifted subs, dude. I appreciate it. So I saw Karim show a trailer of it. You know how it is with in Korea especially. You see, or in China, they see the success of one game, they have to, like, everyone jumps on that bandwagon.
Yeah, they try to make their own version of it.
Yeah, so you're gonna see a lot of games that try to spin this off, and it just depends on how good and successful this game can be.
Oh no! I found a black market version merchant, and he's selling some really good stuff, and I can't buy them.
Why?
Because a Pen King costs 13,000.
That's a lot of money.
A Relaxarus is 26,000.
That's still a lot of money.
Yes, I know. I only have 216 on me. How much can I make from selling?
I think I've got like 1,000 at the base.
Let's see here. Let's sell a bunch of these lamb balls.
I mean, if Pokemon today announced a version of the game, open world, I think that would make bank. Oh, I found a shiny.
Is it a shiny?
It's a shiny, and that is a big shiny.
Shinies are always big.
Big.
Let me come to you.
Big.
I'll flamethrower.
Holy goddamn! Don't die, don't die.
Oh, it's a T-fan. Okay.
Come on, come on. Catch the shiny. Catch the shiny. Catch the shiny. Come on. Let's go.
Get it?
Yeah, we caught the shiny.
Nice.
Let's go.
I killed my shiny.
I see many indie games get popular. I guess. But you know what? They're millionaires right
down.
now. I don't think they
I
care.
lagged.
You what?
I'm down.
Where did you die?
I'm close to you, actually.
Very close. Where'd you die?
I'm down below.
Okay, let me pick up this
Got
Pokesphere.
75 seconds.
How far down below?
Like on the bottom.
Better jump down from here.
60 seconds.
You're not here.
Don't worry about it. I'll get my corpse back.
No. Where are you?
I'm down below.
I am below.
Down and around the corner from that.
All right, let's quickly go around. Have to be able to catch you.
Yeah, I got 35 seconds. I don't think you're going to make it.
I might do. Go away. No, I'm not going to make it.
It's okay. It's not that big of a loss. I'm near a flight point with the Desolate Church that I can get my stuff back.
Still don't know where the hell you are, though.
Oh, I don't have the flight point nearest? Wait, what? That's weird.
I'm seeing like 3
Not
triple
letting me spawn closer.
big creatures. They're not shiny, but they're kind of headbutting each other's asses. It's an amazing sight.
Where did I die? Oh, the deers. Okay.
What about this dude?
good.
Should I? Can I
good
capture
loggers.
him? Looks like a drowsy fish.
Where is my corpse at? Why is it not showing up on my map? Oh wait, there it is. Oh wait,
Hey, I
I'm way
captured.
west.
Dummard.
Ah, the Dumod, yeah. It's a good watering, mining pal.
I've captured
I
it.
was a lot farther west than I thought I was.
But chat, was there anything else you wanted to chat about? That was basically my top 5. Toys for Bob and Sledgehammer being gutted by 30%. Xbox sales being less than Xbox One. Could this be impacted by PC? Suicide Squad is not sending codes to any reviewers we've covered. There's a Mewtwo lookalike in the code for PalWorld. And of course, the fact that Jez Corden has now pretty much confirmed that Xbox games are going over to PlayStation. It's happening.
And possibly the Switch as well.
He did try a little bit of copium with the whole PlayStation is going to do it as well. They are not going to do it anytime soon. I can tell you that much.
Oh, the flamethrower. The bosses aren't even gonna be
I'm hoping it's
a
going
problem.
to fire on the Game Freak to actually make a good Pokemon game, but it highly doubtful. Nah, Pokemon they can just literally you know, put the word Pokemon on a box and it's going to sell. At the moment, I'm on my PC Ventura. I'm playing on Xbox Game Pass, but I do play on Xbox as well when I don't have access to my PC. But this is the Xbox version of the game, not the Steam version.
I'm heading back to my corpse. I hate the dire wolves or dire howls.
Now, where is the statue? Let's go to the statue so we can teleport back to the base.
The first boss is electric ground. The Grizzbolts.
Ventura, where do you play? I assume Xbox?
Played with Destin when he was on Game
Fontaines?
Pass.
Yeah. Huh?
He was saying that he plays on the Game Pass version with Destin.
Oh, nice.
We're not going to be live too much longer, Devastator.
Yeah, no, not. I'm only planning on being live tonight for 2 hours, so probably another 20 minutes. 20 minutes is where I'm probably looking to.
Alright, got my corpse.
Oh, it picks up some parts. As you know, Saturdays isn't my normal day of streaming, but I just wanted to. There was a bit of news out there, so I thought we could just talk about some of it. And for those that didn't make it, I'll make a video going over some of the stuff.
Let's see if I can get us a monkey.
Monkey?
Kenzie.
Monkey? Precious.
Yeah, got one.
Raid happening.
I'm not worried about it.
I am defending.
I killed the monkey. I got one, but I killed the other one.
You know, Ventura, I actually really want to pick up an Asus ROG Ally. Like, a lot. I've got a Steam Deck, but I really do want a ROG Ally. But I'm kind of hoping that they release a OLED version before I pick one up. I don't want to fall into the same kind of situation with a Steam Deck. Why are they all going to bed? We're literally being invaded. Get your asses up.
When they get close to the base, they will.
Yeah, they're awake.
Just Corden basically, you know, works for Windows Central, and he says he didn't list his sources, but he was
never
talking
does.
with Randall. He was talking with Randall Thor, and saying that he's a little worried about what's going to happen.
So what sources has he used for Xbox? None. AccuPerspective, how's it going, my dude? Yeah, I hear you. I've heard that they're already talking about the ROG Ally 2. Yeah. Because, like, I bought the Steam Deck, and don't get me wrong, I am really happy with the Steam Deck. Like, a lot. But at the same time, I'm, you know, I don't even think it was that long between the Steam Deck and the OLED coming out, and I feel like there should have been something there to, you know, kind of help me migrate to the OLED. So I didn't want to make that mistake with the ROG. So once the OLED version of that gets announced, I'll probably pick one of them up as well. Chris, unfortunately, there's way too much murmur about it. Oh man, the Rush Ball got killed.
I already have one, and I put it in the base.
I put it back into the box, it's got a countdown. Does that mean it can revive after 10 minutes?
Yes,
Oh, okay. So
that's
there's no
exactly what it
problem.
means.
No problem.
Also, if it's at nighttime and we both sleep and you have it in your party, it will also automatically revive.
Right. Oh,
And I just caught us a daydream.
T-Fant. Shall I put that to work?
Nah, it's just a water.
But it's big.
Coming back to base.
Put it into my squad then.
I found a shiny Gumoss last night playing.
But yeah, so it's going to happen. Just how it's going to happen yet is unknown. And this is what I was saying, like I was having a discussion about, basically, you know, how do people feel about it if it does happen? Will you be okay with it, knowing the fact that you're still getting your games day and day on Game Pass for a subscription fee? Pretty much, Ventura. You can't keep up with it. But you know what? I'm really happy with my Steam Deck anyway, so I don't feel like I'm missing out anything. That's a lot of berries. I'm gonna make them. But yeah, like PowerBoss has said, he's okay with certain games going across.
Yeah.
I think, like I'm the opposite. If it's a single player game, I do not think it should go across. Like Hi-Fi Rush, I just don't feel like that should go across. Games like Sea of Thieves, I don't care if that goes onto Switch. You want more reason for people to go and buy an Xbox console, not less.
Exactly.
Because the way I see it, the more games that go multi-platform, and once you open that floodgate, there's no going back. Because the sweet taste of money will be too much for these corporations to kind of refuse. And if they see, like, let's say Hi-Fi Rush, let's say hypothetically, between Switch and PlayStation combined, it sells 15 million in 2 days. Do you honestly think that Starfield ain't getting ported over? I mean, that's a big number, of course, and I'm giving hypothetical situations. But it's not like it can't happen. Yeah, I totally agree, Ventura. It's a wondrous machine. I mean, even then, there's no guarantee that those PC games are coming, right?
Absolutely.
Because Sony just doesn't want it.
Do you have a single PAL fluid?
I'll put it in the box.
Did you put it in a box?
I'm putting it in now.
Because that is literally all we needed for making the fountain.
There you go, it's in the box.
Alright, let's see here. Where do you want it?
Wherever you want. Doesn't bother me.
Let's put it over here by the ranch.
PC Tech is almost where it's more iterative than innovative. Once FSR and DLSS hit the scene, yeah.
think this game will keep, considering name on major game that could sell as well as a saturated market could fill the void of what players want. Absolutely, Lion. That is 100% true. By the way, we have base level 8 now.
Nice. Deploy a work pal to the base. We can do that. Build medieval medicine workbench and build a high quality workbench. Okay, list of the technology.
I think we just need levels for that.
Ooh, free shot bow looks interesting.
Stacked on top of each other. Alright, building 2 feathered hairbands. One for you, one for me.
Why do we want a feathered headband?
It's a hat.
Fair enough.
More defense.
Yeah, works for me.
They're not my games. I'm merely a consumer. I still prefer the Xbox controller, but when Microsoft does with the games is their business. Absolutely, Diablo, and that is wholeheartedly something that people have to take into consideration. And the thing about it is, we just have to know, like, there has to be a reason to stay on the Xbox.
That's it. That's the point, Diablo. Now, you as a consumer, you know, you've got every right to have that view, and it's not an incorrect view. You prefer the Xbox platform because of the Xbox controller as a consumer. Where else the games go, it doesn't bother you. That's a Microsoft thing. Totally legit point of view.
Absolutely.
Now, where it will start to affect you, potentially, is when a third-party developer turns around and says, right, we're not releasing our game on Xbox because the market share of that console is at 10 million, when Switch is at 100 million and PlayStation's at 100 million. Releasing it on a console with 10 million, we don't want to release the FIFAs, the Maddens, or the GTAs on the Xbox platform because the return of interest just isn't worth it. Then it becomes a problem. But that is where it will go. That's the problem. Once you open that door to go down that road, that's where it will go. But Game Pass only secures you first-party games. You can just buy a PC, right? And the PC will give you a better experience than your Xbox will, in terms of graphics, frames, and everything else. Yes, I get it. Your PC will cost you $2-3 grand as opposed to a £500 set box. Totally agree, 100%. Not even disputing that, right? That there is a clear price difference in what is going on there. I 100% agree with that. You're not going to find me disputing that point. But if it's just Game Pass you're after, you can play that anywhere. That doesn't impact the third party. That impacts the third party publishers though. When Capcom turn around and say, right, I'm releasing Devil May Cry 10, am I going to release it on Xbox? Then they look at the number of Xbox consoles out there. The number of Game Pass subscriptions doesn't matter, because if that game isn't going on the cloud on Xbox, it means that you having Game Pass on your phone, you don't count as a customer to them. The only people that count as a customer is the Xbox console owners. Them releasing it on PC, that's an entirely different market. That's got nothing to do with Xbox. The fact that Xbox is releasing their games there as well, it's fine. The fact that they're making their games available on PC Game Pass, fine. But it's a totally different eco. Which leads to the point, if you are doing that, you're basically kind of grabbing your platform by the balls, and eventually it will impact you. So if they come out on PS, I will still buy the Xbox version. Right. There's the Xbox version. My Xbox got so overheated when playing PalWorld, I had to uninstall it. Such optimized game. I played it on Xbox for ages. I never had that problem. But this is the PC version because I'm streaming from my PC and I couldn't be bothered to set up my Xbox to come through here. But like the first time I played this when I was streaming, I done it through my Xbox and we had no problems. So I'm not sure why you were getting that.
My wife has been playing on the Xbox version exclusive on the console, and she hasn't had any problems with it. And she's been playing it for the last couple of days at a time. She'll play it anywhere from a half an hour to 2 hours, and then wait for me to take over because she gets motion sick, and she just tells me what she wants done in her game.
Diablo, that's the point though, right? Once they go down that road, it won't even be a thing for Microsoft to sort out. It will be game over. There is nothing to sort out at that point. They're either going to fork out heavy money to make the games timed exclusive to Xbox, or they're going to pay a lot of money to get those games ported over to Xbox, or they're just not going to have it. It's one of three ways, and the first two options doesn't sound very business friendly for a company that looks to make profit. You know, that's the negative aspect of the games going to other platforms.
Agreed, Chris. Agreed.
Blue Boy says Xbox console is just optional, not a must-have. I think it's a shame, but that's how it is. At the moment, I still don't think that is entirely correct. You know, I'm not going to say it's entirely wrong, but I don't think it's correct either. I still think that right now, the Xbox console is still the alpha of the ecosystem. I know people don't want to believe that, but
yeah,
that is what dictates third-party games. So it is still the alpha of the ecosystem. There was an article talking about how Xbox only sold 10% physical media compared to PlayStation and Nintendo 45-50%. Derek, that's so misleading. I get it that they said, 40% for Nintendo, 50% for PlayStation, but what is that metric based on? There isn't a single mention of what that metric is based on. Not one. Is it based on 10 games sold? Is it based on 100 games sold? Is it based on 1,000 games sold? That wasn't outlined in the slightest. So that, yeah, I literally came back just for that. So that's misleading. However, what isn't misleading is the fact that Xbox has been pushing for an all digital future because they're losing money when it comes to, secondhand games. That's no secret. They don't like losing money. No one does. And in the secondhand industry, they make no money. So they've been pushing hard for an all digital future where they don't lose money. Very true. I prefer Game Pass on my Series S, which is ideal for my kids. I was a Series X for myself. Prefer it on my TV as opposed to my phone. 10-inch tablet. Right. I've had one hard crash and fell through the map a couple of times over the past week. It's early access. That's going to happen, Diablo.
Yeah.
Ventura says, I've been playing on my Series X and it plays well. I've fallen asleep for hours. I woke up and it's still on. Maybe check your ventilation for Xbox. That could potentially be the problem. Check that there is like a lot of ventilation going around. Mary says, I prefer my Xbox controller over PS DualSense. I like the DualSense. I don't like the thumbstick orientation on the DualSense. Certain games like Returnal really bring out the best with the controller. Whereas other games do not. And they're just there for a gimmick. But games like Returnal really bring out the true, greatness of that controller. It's just a shame it's not really compared. But as a controller that you hold in your hand to feel, I prefer the Xbox one. Lion says, I will continue to play games on PC. I don't have the room or TV that could handle the next gen consoles. I don't plan on getting the equipment. I'm always at my desk and do everything on PC anyway. I mean, that's fair. Only Alpha is Game Pass. It's just my opinion. I mean, the Alpha is and will always be the console because that's what's going to drive subscriptions for Microsoft. You know? That will drive subscriptions for Microsoft. No matter how much people want to deny that, that is the case. But,
No,
we're going to...
come back.
Who, me?
No, my fox.
Mate, he's off.
I can't recall him.
He abandoned you.
Him. No, I can't recall him.
Why?
I don't know. I was trying to catch Chill It Alpha.
There is a Nightwing here.
Why can't I recall him? I can't even switch the ones that I have out.
Have you alt tabbed by any chance?
No.
Yeah, it's been a bit weird today since the update.
I fast traveled to go after the Chillet, and I killed the Chillet because it's not that strong. It's only level 11.
I want to fight that big mammoth.
I wouldn't. You're not ready for it.
But my soul is ready for it. I don't know, chat.
But no. I was using the Fox Sparks flamethrower and going after him. And then I dropped him so that I could put my Fox Sparks away so I wouldn't kill it. And then I couldn't recall it, so he shot at the Chillet anyway and killed it. And I can't pick him back up. I can't recall him. I can't switch the one I have out. It's weird.
I've had that problem before.
Ooh, big egg.
Maori, I get that. But also, like, there are games on Xbox Game Pass that just aren't playable on PC Game Pass. There's loads of games, in fact, that just don't get ported over to PC Game Pass from from either the AA catalog, A catalog, or just indie catalog. I think PC Game Pass only gets like a third of the games or a quarter of the games on Game Pass. But, there's a reason to owning the Xbox. But releasing your games onto other platforms diminishes that reason. And they just need to be careful with that.
Absolutely.
But I think we're seeing time and time again that every time Microsoft does something good, they do 500 things bad.
One step forward, two steps back.
The job losses for Sledgehammer and Toys and Bob, that seems a little, that came out of nowhere.
See if I fast travel, if I can recall him then. I can't use my pals at all right now. What?
I think the game's just forsaken you.
I can't do anything with my pals. What the hell? See if I take them out of my party, if I can do anything then.
Was there any other topics that you guys wanted to chat about, talk about?
Nope, still not letting me do it. Weird.
Atelier Rise is a good one. You might want to check that out.
Some PC games are not made for consoles. For example, Teardown is on consoles, but it's bare bone compared to PC version. You can't install mods, and it doesn't look graphically impressive. Yep, that is true. I'm actually wondering if they're going to bring mod support to this game. PC will have it, obviously, for Steam, but I'm wondering if Game Pass is going to allow it or not. Actually, Blue Boy and Jamala, I would recommend looking at the, the Turtle Beach? Oh, what the hell is it called? It's the new Turtle Beach controller. It's a little bit expensive on the high price side, but it is by far the best controller out of any platform out there. PC compatible. Nintendo is having a sale called January Jumpstart. I don't know what games to look out in that. Here's a question. Do we think Activision content will be kept separate from the Game Pass?
So, I think it'll be... There's two ways they're going to handle that. They're going to keep it with Game Pass Ultimate only. It's not going to be on the basic Game Pass. I think you're going to need Game Pass Ultimate to play those games. That's always made sense to me. Or they're going to introduce a new tier. Game Pass Ultimate with Activision and charge a couple of quid extra for it. That also is a viable option, but it's going to be one of the others. Just like EA Play is locked to Game Pass Ultimate, it's not, you don't get it if you just have a Game Pass on its own, and you don't get it if you have Xbox Game Pass Core. You don't get it when you got PC Game Pass. You only get it with Ultimate. So they're either going to lock it behind Ultimate, which makes sense, or they're going to add a new tier and increase it by a couple of bucks in terms of value to cater for it.
I could see that. Oh, it's a good thing we're about to end.
Yep.
That was just bumkus.
I mean, Blue Boy Gamer, which Atari did you have? The 2600 or the 5200? Yeah, I am the old.
Oh, so am I.
Because the Atari was my first console. Before we moved over to like the Spectrum, the Amiga, the Atari ST, the Atari Amiga, the Commodore 64. I never did have a Commodore 128 though. We had like the Atari Lynx.
I had a Commodore 128.
7800? Never heard of that one. Chris Straws was back in the ColecoVision days, man. In television shit. Where is the statue? There must be one around here. Oh, yeah, we're getting close. The cold system? Right. Man, Diablo old as well. Man, we're all a bunch of old farts in here. None of us are supposed to be showing our age, man.
I know, it's so sad.
But the whole digital thing, honestly, bud, as long as they continue to release collector's editions, I don't care. Because with the way games are going and the way the medium is going, it's not going to be long before just they put half the game on the disc anyway, meaning that that physical is useless anyway.
This is true.
That's the problem. And that is going to happen, whether you like it or not. Jamal, I don't lie about your age, mate. You're 54. I know. You've already told me. My dude trying to hide his age.
Damn.
Yeah,
Why you gotta call that man out like that?
I know, right? But, you know, he'd do the same to me.
Ah,
Wait, where the hell did the wood go?
I moved it.
Where'd you move it?
It's just in the last box.
Let's put the mushrooms away.
I was trying to consolidate and keep everything somewhat organized.
Yeah, it looks like the pals keep putting it into this box. That's why it's like going all over the
The stone
place.
and the wood is going into this last box now because the stone pit and the logging pit are close to it.
Oh, I can't put the eggs don't stack.
No, they don't.
Really? I've got no room for anything.
I know. The first time we're gonna be able to build a bigger storage is not going to be until we hit level 16 for the metal chest.
I understand people's argument. What's this? I agree with Alex in the sense where I believe games should come out on all platforms to reach more audiences. My preferred platform is Xbox, and I will buy and play there first. By Alex, are you talking about Oh No It's Alex? And secondly, I agree with the point you're making. In fact, I actually wholeheartedly agree with that. But it can't just be one company doing it. It has to be something that everyone kind of does.
Jamal is only 34.
You know, everyone kind of has to jump into that, but you know, that kind of bag in order to do that. Because if they don't, then it becomes very one-sided, and all you do is murder one platform.
Yeah, see, Mari, PS5 is lacking in everything right now. And even the exclusives that they're getting are not even that great. The only thing this entire year so far that I've seen PlayStation is even remotely coming out with that's I'm excited for is the Final Fantasy game the end of next month. Yeah, Lion, I just turned 40 last month. You wouldn't think I look 40, do you?
Ventura, you know, I'm with you. Like, that's why you know, at the start of every single generation, when I'm buying, you know, and I'm playing games, I do exactly that.
Yeah, you're talking about, oh no, it's Alex, okay.
You know, I do exactly that. I buy every platform so I can play games wherever I want to play games.
Absolutely.
I don't restrict myself in that way. So I totally get that, like 100%. But like I said, it does need to be, you know, it needs to be both ways, right? I just don't feel like it needs to be one way, because what you're going to do then is create a monopoly for one platform. And the moment you create a monopoly for one platform, that's when things get really dark and really ugly. And things start to get very, very anti-consumer.
No worries, Ventura. We knew what you were talking about.
No, that's fine, Ventura. But that's why I'm saying, like, I'm with you on the way you're looking at things for the most part. But it needs to be a collective thing from all the other platforms. Otherwise, all you do is murder one platform in the process, and then you create a monopoly. And once you've created a monopoly, that can be very bad. No one cares about Nintendo. They do their own thing. They make money. They print money even when they're not trying to print money.
Yeah.
It's really weird with Nintendo. That's why Nintendo's just that weird kid in the corner that just sits there minding their own business, building paper airplanes, putting the word M on it, and it just sells. They don't even have to do anything.
Right.
But
I wonder if I, even rejoin.
It's just one of those things, and so if you're looking at it from an overall perspective, there's a lot that can go wrong if only one side does it. What the hell happened there?
What happened?
I've gone, or whatever you did. I've gone first.
I just left the game.
I've gone first perspective.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bug.
I see it now. Let me see if I rejoin, if I can throw my pals out again. Hey Chris, welcome on in.
I'm inside the character. I'm gonna go and try and sleep.
Excited for the Golem stream?
No one should be excited for the Golem stream. I can't see anything.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know, but I'm going to sleep. It has the word, locked at the bottom.
Well, I've rejoined.
Maybe try go sleep.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Here we go.
Oh, it's broken. Well, at least we're almost at the end of the stream.
Yeah. Can I throw out my pals again? Yes, I can. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it says locked. I can't even turn the camera around. Oh well.
Well, I guess bugs abound just means it's time to end.
That's point to state. Yep. Take it easy, Chris. It looks like that's going to be the end of my stream. Anyway, we've covered every point that I wanted to cover. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where we go. I'll be back again on Tuesday. I'm definitely not going to be around tomorrow.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll have some more stuff to cover over in the stream. It's going to be a podcast stream again on Tuesday. And then Wednesday is the Golem stream. So hopefully you'll all tune in to see me suffering over there. Thursday, not sure what we're doing on Thursday. Fridays are going to be the usual news stream. So we'll see.
Yep.
But thanks so much for hanging out tonight. It's been amazing.
Yep.
I know I don't normally stream on Saturdays. It was a short stream. So it's been good fun having chats and just getting your views and perspectives on things as well. And
I will probably be streaming tonight after Minxie and Oh No It's Alec doing my world. So I'm a little bit different than what Chaos is doing in his. So if you want to come over and see me on my Twitch, you're more than welcome to.
I wasn't really doing anything. I was just running around and just beating stuff up while chatting. But yeah, definitely go check him out. What was your Twitch profile?
PowerBoss 123.
So Twitch.
Very simple.
.tv/PowerBoss123. There's the link. Go give him a follow. And be sure to check him out. Right, guys, that is going to be it for me. I'll catch you next time. And thank you so much for joining. And
if topics pop up
don't turn my PC off. God damn it.
And if there's more topics that arise throughout the day or something that Alex or Minxie goes over, I will be sure to cover them on my stream if you decide to bring up the topic. I think you're following me on Twitch, Lion.
Shut up, Jamala. Vlad, welcome to the stream. Sorry you just caught the tail end of the stream. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. Feel free to join the Discord, and this applies to all of you. If you haven't yet, we're actually growing the Discord quite rapidly now. We're getting a lot of people coming in, and it's getting a lot more livelier in there. So now's a really good time to join and just get acquainted and, get involved in some of the discussions that are going about. Either way, I'm gonna be hanging out in Alex's chat later on today. So hopefully I'll see a bunch of you there as well. And we can see exactly what he's going to be doing with Herman this week. Right.
Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
There's going to be a lot of foot fetishes over there and a lot of furry fetishes
Crazy,
as well. Thankfully,
Crazy.
you guys have been amazing and there's no furry fetishes going on in here. So thank you. I don't need any of that shit in my life right now. It is late, Blue Boy. I totally agree. It starts at like 1:30 for us. But I'm a night owl, so it kind of works out, at least for like an hour or so. All right, and I will catch you all later. PowerBoss, thank you again for joining me on such short notice. And
Absolutely.
I'll see you all next time. Have a good one. Remain legend.
Take care, everyone.
There'll always be the video, Edward. I'm going to upload the VOD so you won't miss it. Peace out, folks. Chris George, it's really up to Alex if he wants to do anything like that. Maybe if enough people make a noise, he'll decide that he wants to bring me on there. Right, I'm out. Peace out.